Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. And some more shit. You know what I mean? Hey, how you doing? It's the West Coast Teal, the best of the Geo Flow, the hardest guarders, any artist, live and direct. I do this shit for a check. I am the bro with the beard, and we back at it. It's the Bro with the Beard Podcast. I hope you're listening. I hope you got time. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming back. We're on our 11th episode. I'm dating myself by saying this because I just feel like it's an accomplishment to get past these first 10. I thank you for listening. Now let's get back to the boat. Today's episode sponsored by Dolo Exotics. That's right, Dolo Exotics. That's what we're smoking on right now. Some of this Dolo Exotics. This episode is sponsored by Dolo. I'm gonna stop saying that. Shout out Dolo Exotics. Today's episode, we're just gonna go right into it. I'm gonna focus on a very important subject, as I say it all the time. It's very important. How is this shit always important when you say eat? Because I'm important, nigga. Anyway, today's subject is about the window of opportunity. Acknowledging this window, working in the time frame of this window, and then actually taking advantage of this window. Not in a negative space of being taken advantage of, but understanding that the window of opportunity is not something that you would just allow to close upon you. And when it's given, you need to jump at it. You need to take heed and understand that the window of opportunity will leave you. You will lose positioning because you assume that you have time. The only thing that we don't have. Time is not on your side. Time is not your friend. Time is not your partner. Time ain't here for a long time. Time got stuff to do. So in that same situation of understanding what time is, then know that that window of opportunity to access whatever you try to access within that time is closing. And it's closing fast. And there's a lot of people who don't acknowledge this window of opportunity for the understanding of that it's not on your side. It's not here for eternity. It's not going to last forever. What you would need to do is jump in, hurry up, get things done, move forward. Don't waste it, because if you do, you lose it. So let's acknowledge it. What is this window? Is it a physical window? Is it a rectangular shape in front of you? Is it something positioned for you to actually open up and feel a breeze? Hypothetically, it can be. But you have to understand that this window of opportunity has been given to you. And if you're not willing to receive it, then it's probably even harder to acknowledge it and have an understanding of what it actually is. You're in a situation of life, living, work, family. Things are needed to be done. There's a section of the time for it to be structured out. You, instead of taking an initiative to jump on the thing that you need to do, you move back and say, okay, I'm going to wait till later. I'm not even tripping. You know what? I'm going to do it another time. You're not understanding that time is not under your control. So this window that you feel that you have, it might be a big window. Imagine, okay, it's a 30-day window of opportunity. But as you wake up the next day, you've lost 24 hours. And within the 24 hours, you could have accomplished this goal. But realizing that the thing that you're working on might only take you 2-3 hours to do. Totally. Finish it. Done. Ready to go. But you're going to take 30 days to even attack it. Why? Because you say you need time. You need to get prepared. You're not ready. You got other stuff going on. So what are you prioritizing? What is important? If the thing that you're doing, the task that you're doing, the thing you're trying to accomplish is important to you, why isn't the opportunity and the time and the space to get it done important? That goes back into the 6 Ps. Proper planning prevents a piss poor performance, but how can you properly plan if you're not taking advantage of this window of opportunity? You try to do something, you try to accomplish something, you're working on something. Then the people say, hey, you need to send this information in. You need to call us back by a certain time. You need to turn this document in. That's a window of opportunity. You know, it's a big one sometimes because it'll be a financial gain. And if you miss it, you miss your opportunity to grow forward in that situation. Now, these windows of opportunity, sometimes they're bigger. Sometimes there are situations that you couldn't even work for. You couldn't pay for these opportunities. But in this opportunity, you have to grab hold on it and understand that if you don't jump through this motherfucker, you're going to lose it. So once again, the acknowledgement of it is really harder for a lot of people because they don't even see this window. They don't see themselves being positioned against what they need to do. The window of opportunity in your life might have been given to you by somebody you weren't prepared to receive it from. They gave you an option to try, to attempt, to work on something, to do something that could better yourself. But what you didn't do is take advantage of that window of space. But the reason you didn't see that window is because you didn't recognize it. You didn't even know this was an opportunity for you. You might have assumed that this was something that was supposed to be allotted to you regardless, like the position you are, the person you are, the woman, the man you are, the child that you are. You believe that these are the things that were supposed to be granted upon you in life. So you're like, yeah, it's supposed to happen. And I have many more opportunities to do this. That's where you're fucking wrong at, bro. Bro, you're wrong. The window of opportunity is only there for a moment. Sometimes it's like a play. You run in a play, you trying to do some things, you in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk to the street people. You in the play, you doing your thing, you working your play with your partner, and boom, boom, boom. You know what's going on. It's a bunch of little wonty whams and what's not. In that wonty wham, what's not, you got to but you're not able to because you got some shit you got to do first, right? So then you go try to do the little thing first, but it don't work. And the only reason it don't work is because the window of opportunity is closing. So now you're in a rush. Now you're forgetting things. Now you're trying to get everything together, you grabbing stuff, and you forgot one important key element to your equation. Now things go wrong. Now you're in a losing situation because whatever you were trying to obtain, you lost that opportunity, you lost the ability, and God forbid you was in a situation and you fucked it up because you wasn't prepared based on rushing this window of opportunity. Trying to make it work for you, but you're not working with it. Time is not in your control. You don't have it in your pocket, in your hand to be able to be like, oh, I'm going to move it over here. I'm move it over. It's not your time. So in this window of opportunity, you're fighting against yourself, trying to get to the goal. But the goal is already passed because you're late, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially late. So you're trying to make up and fill in the gaps and deal with the situation. Sounds good, but usually you fail. Because the window of opportunity is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. You're not able to access your goals because you're not taking advantage of your time. But first, to take advantage of your time, you have to be able to acknowledge that this is time given, not time earned. So you could never earn it again. If I say I can give you this once in a lifetime opportunity and you don't take advantage of it, not saying it might have been a good opportunity, but what if you missed it? You would only forever wonder. You would never understand what I was actually able to give you. You'd be lost. You'd be hurt. You'd be trying to, man, I wish I knew what it was. But you lost that opportunity. So recognizing it, how do we do that? How do we recognize these opportunities, these windows of opportunity? When you position yourself in front of certain people and you try to get things done, and you're working and you got your head down and your brain in tune, sometimes we miss these opportunities. Some of them are dangled right in front of us. Sometimes they're, as my boy street politicians say, shout out to street, it's low-hanging fruit. And sometimes my head is low and I can't see it because it's dangling right above me and I'm still not looking up. I know many of you have dealt with the same situation. So sometimes we are naive to even where it is that we need to acknowledge this shit. We can't even see the direction. It's like, it's over there. We looking, it's over there. And it's over there. We're looking wrong. We're trying to find this window of opportunity when usually it's right in front of you and it's been brought to you, presented to you. Somebody gave you this window. They offered it to you. They presented it to you. It was up to you to take advantage, full advantage of it. The lack thereof made you lack thereof. The window closed and all you could do was ponder and wonder, what if you would have took the time? What if you would have tried? What if you would have worked harder? What was stopping you? You. So you see the window. Somebody pointed the window out. Somebody shook you up and said, bro, look, you ain't paying attention. Now you like, oh, damn. I didn't even, oh shit. So now you see it. But that's not even telling you how to see it. But we'll have to learn how to see it through time, because you have to have an opportunity to acknowledge. And you have to get outside yourself and realize that you're not the greatest thing. There are greater things than you. And you might be able to see the bigger picture. The opportunity has been shown to you. You've seen it. It's been visualized. Okay. Somebody pointed it out. You're like, damn, what was our plan? I didn't even know what the, you upset with yourself that you know that the time is ticking and it's going against you. That's the sands of time are going against you. And how can you make the sand go back up? You can't make the sand go back in the, you can't make the clock go backwards. You can wind it all you want, but time won't go back. So what you try to do, you try to speed up, rush. Now you start get aggressive and you're moving fast, but you're not focused on every point, and you're losing the opportunity to take the biggest advantage by learning more, growing, and building a relationship, because now you're talking with speed. And and sometimes when people talk with speed, it sounds like aggression. So you'll hear, hey man, I'm just trying to, and the man's not upset. He's talking fast because he's late. So he wants to make you feel like you need to hurry up for his sake. But he's behind. He's trying to catch up. He's trying to make up for time. Now, you could be a good Samaritan. You could be a supportive brother. You could acknowledge the fact that this motherfucker is behind and help him. Or you could just make them do what they're supposed to do. And, proper planning prevents poor performance. Parachute, extra bullet, spare tire. Hope you never had to use them bitches. But you better be happy you got them all. So this person is trying to get something accomplished. They need your assistance because they're behind. They're hoping that you'll put yourself in overdrive and do everything that they need to get the stuff done. The only issue is it's not an urgency for you. You're not behind. So usually the person that's behind, that's late, that's not taking advantage of the window of opportunity, hyperly aggressive, and they try to project it on the people that they need to support them. So they end up losing more time because now they're explaining themselves. They're upset. They're fumbling over their words. And now they're getting, they feel disrespected for some reason. And then they start saying, well, forget it. You know what? I'm going to just go somebody else. Okay, now it's going to take me more time to process what you did, get to this next location, explain the situation to the new person, and then figure out how fast they can get it done. That's pushing you back. Ooh, y'all saw that? So that's pushing you back. So in that situation, are you achieving your goal? Are you closing in on this opportunity? Or is the window of opportunity for you to get it done getting smaller because you don't recognize that the window was there open wide all day? As soon as you acknowledge it, it's nighttime. It's time to close it. The draft is coming in. Things are changing, but you want to keep it open for a little bit longer. And sometimes people actually help you let the draft come in. Here comes some bugs. There's some leaves falling in, some dust in the house. Why? Because we left this window open for you and you're still not taking advantage. See how much help we doing? How much help we giving you? And you still don't even care. So boom, okay. You've seen the window. You're able to visualize this window. Somebody turned your big ass head around. You're like, oh, I get it now. All right. But as I said, the window is closing. And the fact that the window is closing is changing the perspective of action that you can put forth, because now you need to do more fast and you need to be more efficient because you don't have time to troubleshoot, and you need to hurry up and get there because it's already started. You're behind. How does that make you feel? How does that affect your emotions? How does that affect your focus? A lot of people move and work better in a crunch. A lot of people crash in a crunch. You have to know the person you are. Don't put yourself in a position to lose. If you lose in the end, if you're a great first and second quarter player, you need to come out there with a blast and come shooting through the threes, coming from the, But if you get tired and your stamina low, then don't try to do this long road because you're going to lose in the back end. It's going to hurt you and you're going to fuck up the team. And a lot of you don't care about the team. You're all for self. So you're going to lose anyway. But listen to me. You acknowledge it. You see it. Okay, you see it. Now, what is this window? You see it, but you have no understanding that someone is giving you an opportunity to change your life, change your decisions, change your actions, change your motion in a positive way. And they've probably already assessed it enough to know that if I give them this and I give them this opportunity, this should help them. This should put them in a better situation. if they're willing to receive it and process it. But how are you going to do so if you're not acknowledging it? The window, you see it, now you have to acknowledge that the help has been given. That somebody is trying to put you in a better position. That somebody is allowing their tough to slow down so they can speed you up. This window of opportunity could be time to communicate, time to show up, time to prepare. But are you acknowledging this time? Are you even serious enough in your life to stop and realize that someone is here to help you and they don't want anything from you except the fact that you take advantage of this time, this window of opportunity? The window could have a pane in it. It could have some lines in it. It could have a shade in front of it. It's a lot of things that we could use and play with the words. It has shade in front of the window. So people are shading. No, we ain't going to go into those word plays. We have to deal with the reality of it, that you're not taking advantage of this window of opportunity. If I tell some of my people something's going on, the first thing they'll ask me is when it start and when it close type shit. Because they want to know how much time they got to actually go do it. So usually I just lie and tell them, hey, bro, you got to go now because the shit closed in like an hour. It make a nigga get up off of their ass. They get there, the sign say close at 10 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They could be pissed off later, but I bet you they did it. Hey. Sometimes you got to learn how to push your friends, man. Sometimes you got to know that people that you fuck with need you to get on their ass about need you to get on them about the things that they're doing that are not achieving the goals that they keep talking to you about. What you need to do is, adjust things. Sometimes they don't see what could help them. Sometimes you got to, pull the wool off their eyes, not over them, off it. Because sometimes they're blinding themselves because they're not acknowledging this window. You got to be at work at a certain time. So it means you need to go to bed at a certain time. So you can be prepared at a certain time so you can do what you need to do at a certain time. There's a window of opportunity. You need to wash clothes. You need to make dinner. You need to get kids ready. You need to go put some gas in the car. You need to go to the ATM machine. You need to go over this paperwork. You need to do all this stuff. You need to look at the kids' homework. You need to call your grandma back. You need to do all this shit before you go to bed. You need to go to bed early so you can get up early. All these are windows of opportunity that a lot of you will take full advantage of, right? Do it. Do what you need to do. Be so structured on it. Be anal about it. Get upset with other people when they get in front of it. But when it comes back to you doing for self to take advantage of the window of opportunity that'll make you a greater person without this company, this job, these other people. The only people that are important is your family, you, your child, your husband, your wife. Those people are important. But outside of that, this window of opportunity that you're not taking advantage of, you're losing and fooling yourself thinking you have more time. I'm not an expert at nothing. I'm going to tell you that twice. I'm not an expert at nothing, but I'm a professional me. Nobody can be a better me than I can. You could try, but there's no way you could possibly beat me at being myself. You can learn how to be the best you could possibly be, but the first thing you have to do is take advantage of that window of opportunity to learn. We were more youthful in our younger age. We had more stamina, more tenacity, more ability to get the information. We might not have been receptive of receiving and processing it and retaining it, but we had more window of opportunity to receive. Now, as we get older, we lose the window of opportunity. Y'all can't see that well. Your ears don't hear that well. You can't stay up that late. Your attention span is getting short too. So what do you do? How do you get up? You have to take advantage of the window of opportunity. There's a lot of things on the table, a lot of things that people bring out, a lot of new inventions, a lot of new businesses, little platforms. And you have to take advantage of the window of opportunity of the newness and the now. Because as soon as you probably learned about something, it was already old. Did you hear about let me look into that. Okay, now you looked into it and you see the post say 6 months ago. Did you take advantage of the window of opportunity? Were you even acknowledging the window of opportunity? Were you aware that there was a window of opportunity that was open? Did you even see a window? Do you know what this building is? Were you even on the street, my nigga? See what I'm saying? Like, the window of opportunity is a lot of steps to get to it. And a lot of times you have been presented, but you were naive, blinded, or not aware and paying attention to something else. Sometimes you got to look up. You got to get off your chest. You got to get your chin off your chest. You got to lift your head up. You got to absorb and receive what's out there. So now you see the window and you acknowledge that there is a window. Now, do you respect the fact that this window is closing? And a lot of you will respect there's a window. It's a window of opportunity is closing. It's not here forever. I need to get on my shit. That's where you guys stop. Y'all like to acknowledge that you ain't on your shit. Because y'all like to say shit like, acknowledgement is the first step after walking. Cool. Hi, my name is John. I am an alcoholic. All right, you acknowledged it. But John left the meeting and got a beer. You have to grow past that. You have to get to the next step. 1, do something. 2, do something else, nigga. Get off your ass. Mentally, the window of opportunity. Boom. Damn, what time they close? 9. Okay, what time is it? 7:30. If I go now, I'll probably get there. What the nigga do? Sit back down for 30 more minutes. Call some people. Talk to them about it. Acknowledge the fact that he need to make a pit stop. Say he gonna be a little bit late. Then find a reason to talk himself out of even attempting to go and do the thing that he said he was going to do. Then he didn't said it so much, communicated about the situation so much, projected and put it in the air that people in his circumference will ask him, hey, bro, did you go to the thing? How did that thing go? How was it? Woo, woo. And he'd be like, you know what? I ain't even go. You ain't go? Nigga, I left here early because you said, remember I was on the phone with you when you said, remember I seen you at the thing? You said you was on your way to the... So many people can acknowledge the fact that you made the attempt, that you might feel justified in the fact that people saw you doing some shit that you didn't even accomplish. So you feel like in your mind that you start selling yourself this dream that maybe I did take advantage of it. Maybe I was standing in the window. Maybe I'm the nigga that raised the shade up for everybody because I'm the one that, man, you didn't do shit. You ain't get nothing done. Bruh, what was you doing? You high capping with a hat on. You're a capper. Cool. Do that. But don't project it. You seen the window. You acknowledge the window. Did you take advantage? Why didn't you take advantage? Some of y'all think y'all better than effort. Not people, effort. Like you feel like doing more is less than you. Hey, why would I have to do all that, man? Because, I'm already secure in who I am. I ain't got to practice. What we here for? Practice? This is about practice. Not the actual game, but practice. You niggas take certain things to the head and absorb them like water. You try to pour them down your throat and try to swallow the bullshit. But what happens is you end up regurgitating garbage. See? Because the reality is that the advantage of opportunity taken was missed when you allowed it to start closing in front of you. And then you acknowledge that it was getting closing. And what you did was separate yourself by stepping backwards. So by stepping backwards, you're losing time. You take 1 step back, that's 1 second back. So it will take you another additional second to step those 2 back in front of you. So now you're saying, 2 in front of me. You go, well, I just took 1 back. But yeah, you took 1 back. You was already in position. So now you would have to step up twice, get back. So that takes more time, right? Even if it's 1 second, you're adding more to it. But you feel like you have time because you feel like you control this window. This is not your window. This is a window that's been brought to you. It's opportune. It's been brought to you. Now you have to take advantage of it. Are you going to? Do you acknowledge it? Are you aware of it? Sometimes you have people around you that are like, hey, bro, I know you going to holler at that, bro. I know you see your baby over there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's an opportunity you didn't. Bro, they hiring over there at the. They only need like certain kind of people, bro. You can go up there and talk to my people. That's a window of opportunity. What time does so-and-so start? About an hour. What time? Shit. If we leave now, that window. Like I said before, what y'all would do, you will skip past the opportunity and then be mad and then acknowledge the fact why you're late. It's not something out of your control, why you didn't achieve it. It's not something that stopped you. It's the fact you stopped yourself and then you accepted that you stopped yourself. And then you sat in that and you believe that nothing else would have got you out of that situation. And all these mystical forces, and it must be a sign and all this whole shit that y'all say to yourself to make you feel better and help you go to sleep at night. When you have to understand it, you are the only one holding you back from the situation because you're not taking advantage of this window of opportunity. Ladies, ladies, when you're talking to a man, you're having a conversation with a guy, your son, your father, your uncle, your man, whoever, whatever, and you ask him a question, he's trying to give you a quick answer. Not quick answer like he's trying to quickly answer you. He's trying to hurry up and give you this answer. And he's scanning every part of his brain. But ladies, when y'all get asked a question, y'all how to act like you don't want to answer the question. Because A, you might not want to hurt nobody's feelings. B, you don't know what the answer is. C, whatever. D, something else. But you guys will avoid the whole question. The opportunity, the window is closing. This man is in front of you. He's ready to slam this window in your hands because he's trying to learn things about you. But in that trying to learn, you're not taking advantage of the window of opportunity. Like he's the only person engaging with you and you're the only person engaging with him. And in his travels, he will not see any other women who will communicate with him at a high rate. And just because you're pacing yourself, waiting and breathing at a slow pace and saying, and I don't know what you want me to say, is going to keep his attention. So then you'll blame him and say he's not good enough for you and he wasn't ready and that man didn't. And girl, I'm glad you skipped. You didn't bypass a bullet on that one, lady. You didn't take advantage of the window of opportunity. You are a human in the world of 8 billion. Time is needed to grow and develop. Not saying that the young man didn't give you enough time, saying that you didn't take the time. I'm pointing the finger. I'm calling you out. Fellas, guys, hey, bro, check this out. When a woman is talking to you and she needs you to process what she's saying, she does not need you to quickly respond. She needs you to listen, absorb, and process. The window of opportunity is inverted. She wants you to give more time to absorb, process, and receive what she's saying because the understanding is more important than the answer. And it will take time for you to understand. You could hear the answer, but do you understand? She needs you to acknowledge the fact that you understand. So this window can stop closing on you because the window will close on you, young man. You will lose your opportunity with this woman because you did not give her enough time to feel comfortable in your space. And she needs to know that there's certain things that she expressed with you that you're willing to process with time, energy, because then she'll learn early that she can't approach you with certain things. She can't talk to you about certain things. She can't come to you with certain things. You will not be her best friend. Because you in a rush to get her rushing and hurry up and get to the point. What are you talking about? That's not helping you, bro. Ladies, it's not helping you. We have to learn how to receive, but we have to take advantage of this window of opportunity. So how can that work? Tyra, you just told the guys and you just told the ladies, that sound like that's going against each other. No. What it is young men, we got to make comfortable for the lady to have this window of opportunity. But you men, you have to acknowledge that this is a window of opportunity that she's giving you. So why wouldn't you make it comfortable for her? But ladies, while you're in this window, you have to realize that this window is attached to a bigger house and there's way more windows open. And unless this man has told you, I live in a 1-bedroom, 1-window shack cottage, and, we just got one window in the ceiling so we can look at the stars, baby. It's just me and you. He's telling you some stuff like that. Then don't think that you're the only item on the menu. Not because he's hungry for more, because this is a menu, baby. This is a window. And if a nigga just got one window, he in a crazy house. Y'all can take that, cut that up, and feel that how you want to, but understand it. You have to take advantage of the window of opportunity that this man is giving you so you can get to what you're trying to get to, which is the next step. Not saying what that step will be, but the next step will only happen if you acknowledge that he's giving you an opportunity to communicate. And women love communication, but they want to have some kind of control of the pace. So you can't force her into anything. And ladies, once you're in that situation, you can't slow it down to make it so comfortable that it's uncomfortable for the man to get along with you. Girl say she want this. Man say he want this. How far? How are you going to get what you want if you not working with the people that's working with you? Men, acknowledge her. Ladies, acknowledge him. But understand that the opportunity is still closing. The whole time, the window is still closing because you'll lose interest and you'll want to walk away. He'll lose interest. He'll want to walk away. He'll try that with someone else. You'll try that with someone else. What will happen? You will not see what could have been. I'm not talking about what ifs. I'm not in a dream state. This is not a fantasy, but a lot of us don't get the things that we desire, want, and actually have worked for because we're not willing to take advantage, not in a negative way. Because most of the time in the community that I live in, the word advantage is taken with the word dis in front of it. So disadvantage is what we are when people take advantage of us. Is what we hear. But it's really not what's happening. Because there's opportunities that as a black man, I know that I didn't take advantage of because I thought I had the ability to wait. I thought it was my duty to get in this line. I thought that I needed to be cordial and respectful of everyone in this position that's trying to. No, I need to get up and knock some shit down and get up into the front of the line. I needed to make myself the best. I need to go hard. You know what I mean? And sometimes we don't go hard because we trying to be nice. I was told a long time ago, Tyra, you being too nice with these people. And some people say, Tyra, you too aggressive. I don't like how he talk. Cool. But if I was a little bit more aggressive on y'all, I'd be in a bigger, better situation. Because I would be going harder on the situation. I'd be working harder at the goals that I'm trying to achieve. And I'm saying that to myself because I will watch this one day. I will receive what I'm saying. And I will understand, damn, yeah, that nigga need to go harder. Because watch right now. Y'all saying 11th episode compared to the first episode. You know, we're trying to get better with the visual, the quality, the clarity, the audio. But it's a window of opportunity because after a while, people's going to stop caring. Like, okay, this shit ain't getting no better. It is what it is. Or they just going to kick it to the side because it is what it is. But in that window, when I start grabbing the attention of the people and they're listening, I have to take that full advantage so I can get what I need from you guys, which is the receiving, the reception, the communication, the sharing, the engagement, everything. I give that so I can get that. But it's a window of opportunity. It's a small window. There's so much out there, so much content, so many people that talk, so many people that have opinions, so many people that have great voices. Salute to everyone that's in this creative space of podcasting. Whatever your subject matter is, salute to all y'all. So I understand that it's not just me and that I have to take my advantage. Because if I feel like I have a strong voice and something that needs to be projected and a vision and ideas and things that I bet 1 in a million, no, million in a million. There's a microcosm of people in between the people. Your child, you might have 2 children, your daughter, your son. They work together on something and individually they have something they want to do too. These people will grow and be the competition. If I don't take the window of opportunity and take that opportunity and grasp it, I will lose it and I will be at bay to the future of your children who will be better than me just because they jumped on the initiative to do what they felt inside. The window of opportunity will hurt you if you don't take advantage of it. Your heart beats on the window of opportunity. It's trying to get to the next breath. The beat has to happen. Understand what I'm saying? Like, I know that if you lose, you only lost for probably 2 reasons. You were scared and you didn't take advantage. What do you didn't take advantage of? The window of opportunity to do more, work harder, train, study, whatever. But it was a window of time that you had. I didn't even have enough time to. That's what you're going to say. But somebody else took the same amount of time that you had and achieved all the shit you're talking about. Well, they wasn't going through this and they didn't have this. No, they probably had something even worse. And they just still took advantage of their window of opportunity. It's golden. Living my life like it's golden. You know what I'm saying? You have to respect that if somebody offers you something, it's not forever. You're not forever. Time doesn't last forever. The day is not forever. The store closes at a certain time. So how are you going to take advantage without taking advantage? The window gets smaller. There's certain people who believe that things are supposed to be given to them. They feel like royalty. They feel like things should be brought and presented to them. And once you leave it there, you're an Indian giver if you take it back. You know, people get mad when the store closes. Think about that. I'm going to say it again. People get mad when the store closes. Why? Because you've taken their opportunity away. Not because the store is going anywhere. It's not moving. It's not picking up. You'll be able to get some of this stuff in 12 hours. But now you got to get out. It's a new mentality. It's a new feeling, a new emotion. Man, I was here first. What does that mean? It was a window of opportunity that's advertised daily to let you know when you can come in here and get what you need. And you didn't take advantage of that. Now you're upset because you have to leave. And it's physically after the time that you're supposed to be here. We've given you a few extra minutes to get your shit and go, but you're still upset. How does that happen? How are you upset by something that was given to you? This was a gift, but it was only given to you with a ramification, with a structure. There was rules. Hey, homie, there's rules, man. You didn't take advantage. A lot of you want to fight, scuffle, be mad, pissed off. What's wrong? I'm upset. They told me I had to go. They told me I didn't mind the clothes. I know you've heard some shit like that before. And I bet you there's advertised time that you should acknowledge. Oh, it was traffic. Oh, I had to. Excuses don't help nobody. It just make you sound good for yourself. You start hearing this shit you saying to these people. And some people project excuses just to lie, just to get, sympathy in a situation, knowing that they have ill malice and ill behavior toward the situation. But there's other people who are like, man, I'm just trying to explain to you what I'm actually going through. But what you're going through on both sides don't matter to nobody. Well, it matters if you was here to do your job, or hear what you signed up for. But for some reason, you telling me this other shit, and the whole time you telling me, you still ain't started to do what the fuck you was supposed to do. Seem like you making shit up. Seem like it's more important for you to hear yourself than it is to get the job done. So it will take you to acknowledge that window. You see it. You acknowledge it. Now you have to move forward through it. And you have to realize that this window is not your window. So you can't hold it open for nobody else. You don't control if the draft comes through it. You can't be mad when the sun shines on somebody else through it. It was a window of opportunity, and you didn't take advantage. I'm not going to fight you about it. I ain't going to tell you, bro, you got to hurry up. I ain't going to keep doing that. I ain't going to keep pointing at it. I ain't going to keep pointing these signs and this whole pick. I'm not going to do that. Put a neon sign outside, something so you could take advantage of it and do what the fuck you were supposed to do from the gate. That's on you, BG. It's all on you, volume 3. But for me to keep going on about it would make no sense, because you probably listen to this because you're a victim of this situation right now. You don't take advantage of the window of opportunity that's given to you because you don't acknowledge it, you don't see it, and you don't respect it. And you think that it's supposed to be bestowed upon you because you feel like you king, royalty, the best in the business. That's cool. You know what I mean? Feel highly about yourself, but respect others. Because the window of opportunity is given to you by someone, by a situation, by the opportunity usually begets another opportunity. And most time when people are in lack thereof and they're sitting there hating and they, man, shit ain't going my way. Ain't nobody, I ain't getting no plays. Niggas ain't fucking with me. Woo. It's probably because you didn't take advantage of the first opportunity that was given you. You didn't acknowledge it. And you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You probably tried to prop it open for other people to utilize it. So the first thing the person did was they took it from you. And usually you hear people, discretion, and they start talking about the other person, the person that from the viewer's eyes or from the outside looking in, this was the person that was the only person that was supporting you. And now you're going against them because you didn't take advantage of your window of opportunity and you expected them to hold this motherfucking window open. Whatever. Hey man, I'm through with that one. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, follow, share. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bro with the beard, West Coast TO, Tower for Hire. That's me. That's the name that's been popping up across the screen the whole, every few seconds. That's me. I'm Tower for Hire. I'm from Oakland, California. By the way, of Oakland, California, in the area of the deep East Oakland, California. I currently live in Georgia. And if you want to interact with Tower for Hire, Bro with the beard, you can follow me. You can. Hey, and I do appreciate everybody that's sending this information and these podcasts and my clips, anything about Tower for Hire, Bro with the beard, to someone else. The community is what's important to me. As long as I can help one person, I'm doing my job. What is my job? To help one person. But I've been helping a lot of people, what I've been hearing. So I got to get off of here because I got to go help one person. And hopefully they'll tell one more person and we can grow. I am Tower for High. This is the Bro with the Beard Podcast, and I'm out.